Eugenio, DuPont Ahead initiative is very much at the forefront. How does this bring together your experience in materials and electronics?
Well, first of all, we are very happy to be here. It's a fantastic show. And, that's why we're going to be in the US as well later in the year. And, really the point where the industry comes together. Now, we have two great things to talk about. One is new DuPont, because it's the first time we can say we bring together really the best portfolio between Dow and DuPont from the merge. And we have here technology that are enabling our customer to get the most out of the electrification across the three main divisions of new DuPont, so across transportation, advanced polymer, electronic and imaging, and safety and construction. And what we call Ahead is essentially a way to make it simple for our customer to work with us, rather than having to engage with several multiple division, business units, product line, and technology center. They really talk to us, and they talk to us about their problem, their needs, their wishes, if you will, and then we work in a collaborative way to solve them, taking advantage of the full toolbox that we have across new DuPont. And it's a very rich toolbox. If you think about that, DuPont has been pretty much writing the history of the automotive from the early 20s of last century. So we have more than roughly a century of here in the automotive industry, and we have enabled a lot of what the automotive industry has been doing. And now we are really helping the automotive industry to go electric, to go connected, to go at a certain point, to new business model like share mobility. And that's what Ahead is about.
Okay. How will Ahead help further lightweighting in the electric vehicle market?
Yeah, again, lightweighting is first of all a big need, because one of the major unmet need is the range, right? So when you go to full battery EV, you expect to have a meaningful range like 300 miles. And, one of the way to get there is to reduce weight, also because you are putting anywhere between 400 kgs of battery on top. So what you are doing, and what we do really, we leverage our expertise in automotive with structural adhesive. We got a lot of lightweighting in the body of the car in the last decades, really taking, hundreds of kilos away from metal, and also with plastic with engineered thermoplastic replacing metal. And that's now we are bringing forward into battery module, and we continue lightweighting the body of the car. That's really what we enable with technology and expertise and CAE and design engineering.
Thermal management as well as safety features remain important. Does Ahead have a role here as well?
Yeah, and this is very interesting, because I think what we have been talking so far, I would say, is traditional automotive for us. When you start looking at what challenges does electrification bring, you start crossing over into new words, right? So the word of fire safety, and this is where DuPont has a tremendous expertise. If you think about technologies like Nomex for fire insulation, is one of the best known and strongest protective brand, right? And we are leveraging this technology now in battery to make sure that this big pack with 600 volt are safe when anything happens in the car. You don't want them to go on fire. You want to protect and shield them. And when you talk about thermal management, it's really about, again, the efficiency. It's enabling the range and the battery to last longer. You would ideally want the battery to last the life of the car, being it 10, 15 years, right? And we need to get there. And thermal management enables the battery to work efficiently and also to give longer range. And there we leverage technology we have from our adhesive portfolio with thermally conductive interface material gap filler that we demonstrate on our stand, as well as with some film, like again Nomex, Kapton, that are insulating material. And a lot of them come from other industries, like the aerospace industry. So what we are really doing, we are crossing the bridge between the automotive industry, that's the core of our expertise, and other industry where we have been a big player for decades, like aerospace, like fire protection, like electronic. And what makes all of this exciting for Ahead is that we take our presence in those value chain. We have tremendous presence in the automotive value chain, in the consumer electronic value chain, in the infrastructure value chain, and those are exactly the places where this technology needs to be deployed. So we basically get the full access to those big value chains.